Eric Schlosser, famous food activist, said, he's the guy that wrote Fast Food Nation, said, what we are eating and how our food is produced has changed more in the last 30 years than in the previous 30,000, okay? How did this come to be? Well, many different reasons, and I am being a bit reductive here, but I'm going to give you an example of McDonald's and how they have completely changed the way that we produce our food. In 1948, San Bernardino, California, two guys, McDonald's brothers, produced this restaurant, or came up with this big idea, and that was to apply factory logic to a restaurant. No longer did you give a check to a chef who produced the food using his own skills. You broke the food down into specific component parts, had one person doing one thing in a chain, okay? So that led to a number of efficiencies. The purpose of a factory is speed, cheapness, and efficiency. And that was imbued within McDonald's, okay? Along came another character called Ray Kroc. He was a milkshake salesman, okay? He brought two extra values into McDonald's, uniformity and conformity, okay? He gave a quote here when he came in. His quote was, "We found out that we cannot trust some people who are non-conformists. We will make conformists out of them in a hurry. The organization cannot trust the individual. The individual must trust the organization," okay? What did this mean? Well, he brought uniformity, conformity, and centralized production. This is how he managed to create an exactly the same identical product in McDonald's restaurants all over the US and then later all over the world. Okay? Now when McDonald's was 200, 300, 2,000 restaurants, it wasn't really a problem. But when they became 30,000 restaurants worldwide, suddenly they became the biggest purchaser of many of the products that we use, or many of the food stuff that we use today. So they are now the biggest food producer or the biggest purchaser of beef, biggest purchaser of pork, biggest purchaser of chicken, biggest purchaser of potatoes, lettuce, and apples. So their impact now dominates the way that foods are produced because they are so enormous. And that is even if their foods never end, even if these foods never end up on a supermarket shelf, on a McDonald's fast food bag, it's still, that is how our foods are now made these days because McDonald's has taken over the marketplace. Now let's go back to the values: speed, efficiency, and cheapness. Those values from McDonald's have been imbued within all industrial farming. When you take the values of speed, efficiency, cheapness, uniformity, and conformity, do you think the result of the food that comes out of that chain is going to be healthy?